global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Ever since Atiku Abubakar, the flag bearer, presidential flag bearer of PDP, have chosen Okowa, it has been one problem emanating from PDP or the other. We cannot shake this away, whether we want to wish it all out or not. The truth is, uh, yes, Wike has been a man, not just a rocky man, but a man who has been, so to speak, a pillar to a PDP. You may not like his style, you may not like his ways, but you cannot remove yes Wike from PDP structures if you want to tell yourself the truth. And ever since he chose Okowa, it has been one issue or the other. For the records, PDP, yes Wike, some of his loyal members have started decamping. That's the red flag. And of course, Atiku Abubakar is really worried because a lot is at stake. Don't forget that we saw what happened in Edo. Yes, Edo people were tired of Oshomole, but Wiki was there to, ginger them on until they got it. Wiki seemed to be a go-getter, but for whatever reasons, he was unable to get this particular dream of his. But right now, this is the move Atiku is trying to make. Let's hit the ground running. Well, the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has set up a committee to pacify and woo the Rivers State Governor, Wike, and some other aggrieved members of the party. The opposition party has been rocked by crisis following the choice of Delta State Governor, that is Ifeanyi Okowa, as Atiku's running mate. Wike, Okowa, and Governor Odom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom had appeared before the screening panel set up by the PDP to nominate a vice presidential candidate to the PDP presidential flag bearer. Okowa was nominated by PDP presidential candidate after rumors that Wike had been selected by the party advisory committee as the vice presidential candidate the day before. But findings indicates that the PDP fear Wike might work against Atiku's ambition following his loss as the party's presidential candidate and running mate to Atiku. Signs that the PDP might run into stormy waters became pronounced with the defection of some of Wike's supporters from the party in the last 24 hours. That's a red flag. Aside from the resignations of two allies of the Rivers State Governor, a former minister of Niger Delta, that's God's Day Arubebe, and an ex-commissioner in Edo State, Kasim Afegwa, a mass exodus of party members was also said to be looming. Sequel to the ominous signs in the party, Atiku was said to have constituted a team to appease and fully bring back Wike into his campaign council ahead of the 2023 general elections. And speaking on condition of anonymity, a PDP chieftain who was privy to the decision said Atiku wanted to tell Wike about his choice of Okowa one-on-one, but then he heard that Wike had returned to Rivers. That clearly showed good faith. Even though Wike was not the selected candidate, Atiku wanted to accord him respect by letting him know before the news got to the public. Atiku has set up a reconciliatory committee to reach out to Wike and mend the cracks. Atiku understands the need to go to 2023 elections with a united front. Everyone will be pacified, not only Wike but every aggrieved person within the party. Collaborating with the development, a top Atiku confidant stated, "Our people, that's PDP members, are still aggrieved. And when you are doing mediation, you don't give the impression that you are not sincere, but it is a serious undertaking. His Excellency Governor Wike is strategic to Atiku's victory. Make no mistake about it. Whatever anybody may say, that is a party man through and through. He understands the times we are in, and that was why he threw his heart in the ring. That is why he wants to be president, because he feels that he has what it takes to lead the country. So also the other candidate who contested. Now that the contest is over, we really have a responsibility to bring everybody together. You don't go to a battle with a disunited army. Wike is the kind of man you can go to battle with. You don't leave him behind. You do all you can to bring him on board. The enemy is not within PDP. The enemies are those who have enslaved us, people that have impoverished us. Asked about the composition of the reconciliatory panel, the source declined to release their names, noting that the job of the members was sensitive. According to him, the team would approach those known to have weakest ears and get them to talk to the Rivers State Governor to close ranks with Atiku. On the time frame for the committee's work, the source added, no time frame. It's an ongoing process. We are working very hard, and I can assure you that a lot of work is going on. I know because I have spoken with one of those involved. Meanwhile, the peace moves by Atiku may, however, be heading for the rocks as the loyalists of Rivers State Governor have dismissed initiative as unnecessary. A PDP chieftain in Rivers State and former member of the House of Representatives Oboma Nweke described Atiku Reconciliation Committee as a contradiction. He said, and I quote, on one hand, somebody says he, Wike, is one who talks too much, who probably is uncontrollable, and then on the other hand, you want him to help your cause. You want victory and you think he can contribute to your victory. Is that not contradictory? Like my Igbo brothers will say, Semua goat. Let me quote it. He said, Mua meh, ibem fagot. I will explain literally. See, my own name is meh, but my kinsman, my colleague's name is goat. You give him a refined name, you give him a nice name called goat. But instead, when you want to come, you call him meh. Meaning, I am good to head the campaign council. I'm good to be among the campaign committee. After the election, I am useless. I don't have value. I don't have immunity. Don't forget that Wike is a sitting governor. After his 2 terms, which is 8 years, he does not have any senatorial seat. The immunity around him will be removed. He has stepped on toes in the name of party politics. They will come for him in full force. They will give it to him like never before, both his kindred and those outside his kindred. He needs every immunity he can get, and the best immunity he can get is to become the vice president if eventually takes the day. He didn't get the presidency. One would have expected as compensation slot, if you really love him and the fact that he's a party man, you would have made him unanimously. You have the choice to make him one. You would have made him your vice president. You didn't. You chose Okowa, the peaceful Okowa. If Okowa have what it takes to bring the South and the Southwest, then go with him. It's just like marriage. It comes with a full package. Everything you see there, you take. As you open it, whatever you see there, you take it. But you cannot be liking another woman's money, and you be liking another woman's industriousness, and you be liking another woman's femininity, and you want to marry only one and take others. It's not possible. You have to choose one. He chose Okowa. Go with Okowa. You don't expect. With due respect to all politicians, with due respect to those who love Okowa and Atiku, I believe that was hitting below the belt. If he didn't get the presidency, at least compensate him with a device. Even though there have been rules and regulations being mentioned, and now you now want to make him the head of. That's the one that fits him, the head of campaign committee. Then after he has delivered you dump him like a pack of cards. But the best way to secure himself is not to become the vice president, so that no matter what happens, after putting his energy there, he's sure of coverage. What makes you think that tomorrow, after delivering them, he will be covered? Atiku is a party man through and through, like you rightly say. Why didn't you choose him then? When you know that he's a party man, he has the power to get the parties what they want. But you didn't. Now you want him to be your campaign man. It's up to Wike, it's now up to me.